Welcome to A Team of One, a showcase of people who live life on their own terms.
A Team of One is brought to you by Love Your Cupcakes, because the best things in life are sweet. Visit loveyourcupcakes.com.
Like the things that you do outside of your regular business continue to amaze me. Recently, you and a group of other benevolent individuals took a trip to Africa. What was the purpose of your trip?
It was a medical mission trip. It was with an organization called Halo Missions, which was founded by Dr. James Bopp, who was the head of medicine at Brookhaven Hospital, now runs Stat Health, and Chris McGuire, who's a local attorney whose office is in Central Islip. They started this charity about 3 years ago to do medical missions to poor, underprivileged parts of the world. And they asked me to go on this one, and I agreed to go, and I'm glad I did. We got on a bus every day and drove over an hour to the site in the bush. This is a plateau country, so it's very dry, a place where there was no electricity or running water. We would get there as we pulled up early in the morning, maybe say 9 o'clock in the morning or so. There was a big tent. That tent would be full of people of all ages waiting to be treated. The first day, it was mass chaos, basically. And we realized we needed to have a system in place. The first thing we did was we had to get screened by the dental team. We were seeing patients that had never seen a dentist in their life. Second thing we did is you had to get screened for malaria. I would say over 400 of the people that we saw tested positive for malaria.
This was no small undertaking.
In less than a week, we saw close to 1,000 patients. We did 77 cataract surgeries. We saw 1 case of leprosy. I always say whenever you come back from one of these trips, you come back with your eyes open a little wider.
Everybody that was on this trip were volunteers.
Everybody on this trip is volunteer. And they all gave up 10 days of their time to go on this mission, not make any money, pay to do it, to help people in a third world country who would never have access to this kind of care. That's really inspiring.
We'll be right back with more of A Team of One.
Because the best things in life are sweet.
I was totally fascinated by the water component of your trip.
We were at a place where most of the people got their water from the river. We had found out about these things called hippo rollers, which allowed you to wheel this hippo roller down to the river, fill it up with gallons and gallons of water, and then very easily roll it back. As you could see, the children could do it. Once you get it back to the village, we've got one central area to get water for cooking, for bathing, for cleaning, for whatever. Another thing was irrigation. We noticed when they were there that they weren't growing any crops. They live in a plateau area with very, very dry soil, and they have no access or any way to irrigate the fields because they don't have running water, they don't have electricity. We brought that big tank to fill with water, the hippo rollers, the irrigation strips, a car battery. One of our team had bought a trickle charger for the car battery that worked off of solar. So now you have a way of charging the battery. The battery runs the pump. Pump pumps the water goes out in the field, and they can grow crops.
Good job, Bill. Oh, nice.
By the way, Mike did a great job shooting these clips itself. It tells a great story.
I was the videographer, yes.
Good job.
No, yeah, well, let's touch it.
My other favorite is when Chris went to the market.
Right, yes.
And Chris went to the market for a very special reason.
That's right. Chris and I visited a school, and we found out that there was an orphanage just a few miles away, and none of those children were going to school. Why weren't those children going to school? They couldn't afford a school uniform. So we went to this open-air market where you haggle for everything.
Sky, navy skirt and sky shirts, 25.
They would actually make the uniforms right there. You can see that there's these old Singer sewing machines with the old foot pedals. We got hundreds of uniforms. I brought the orphans to the school and gave them out.
How many children did you get enrolled in school?
I don't have an exact number for you, but it's hundreds. But it was hundreds is all I can tell you.
We'll be right back.
Visit loveyourcupcakes.com.
You don't have to do this, but you do.
It's born of a desire to give back, knowing that God's been very, very good to me personally. I think that's probably true of most people who do this.
You can contact Halo Missions at halomissions.org or at 631-348-0092. Mike Dawidziak, it's very kind of you to come on and share this. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Next on A Team of One.
She knows I won't. She's gonna go. I can't stop her now.
I'm Bob Loggia for A Team of One.